المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين وإن تستفتحوا فقد جاءكم الفتح نصر من الله وفتح قريب وبشر المؤمنين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل والله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الفلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب ومن شر نفاثات في العقد ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر وسوسة الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما صلى الله تعالى عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Thank you very much, my Imam C. Bishop, you have the floor, please.
Thank you, Chairman. Lord God of all creation, we plead for your mercy over us in this nation, the Gambia. Have mercy upon us, O Lord, have mercy upon us. We bring this TRRC before you as we continue to sit and as we continue to see, to hear revelations that are coming out that are somehow disturbing. We do ask of your compassion, of your goodness, your mercy and your grace, that you will look kindly upon the people of this land. You look kindly upon the families that have been hurt. Look kindly upon all who dwell in this place, and look kindly upon the institutions, particularly the military and the security institutions that we have on this land. And as we continue to seek out the truth, we pray, Lord, that your goodness and your love will embrace each and every one, and that healing will be possible, and that reconciliation will take place, and that you will make the proper reparation provision for those who would need it, and your justice will fall down mightily upon those whom deserve it. This we ask through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Amen. Thank you very much, Bishop Wadiko, for that. Council, are we ready with this morning's witness?
Good morning, Mr. Chairman. Good morning, Commissioners. Good morning to you all. Yes, we are ready to start. May I ask the usher to call in the witness, please? Mr. Chairman, just by way of notification to the commissioners, this morning I received some documents from a member of Jibril Sey's family, late Jibril Sey's family. Those documents catalog the efforts of the family to know the whereabouts of late Jibril Sey. They also catalog the communication between the then government and Jibril Sey's family. I think it is important that those documents are brought to the attention of the Commission. So at the tail end of this witness's testimony, I may just interpose a brother of late Jibril Sey, so that we can put in those documents into the record and have a brief explanation of what those documents contain, such that we would have more completeness of testimony regarding what happened to Jibril Sey. And if you permit us, we would proceed accordingly. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Council, for that information. We can proceed accordingly.
Much obliged. Could you kindly swear in the witness, please? May I also inform that the witness wishes to speak in the Mandinka language, so we would proceed as we did yesterday. Thank you.
I, Mbaya Demba,
akate Mbaya Demba,
I, Mbaya Demba,
ko nte Mbaya Demba,
Mbaya Demba,
do swear that
mbenkali lako
I'll speak the truth,
mbeto nyale fola
the whole truth,
tonya damma
and nothing but the truth.
andunte fem fola mem manke tonyati
So help me God.
oto alama ala indema.
Good morning, Madam Witness.
Council ko isama sedo.
My name is Esa Mbaifal.
Ako ntomu Esa Mbaifal leti.
I'll be leading you in your evidence this morning.
Katele betambile nyato ke nyininka ila sede yaro to nyinsomanda.
I understand that you want to speak in the Mandinka language, is that right?
Akaya fahamu ko ilafta diamu la Mandinka kangol to ako fole mbang.
Yes.
I'll be speaking to you in the English language, and there would be interpretation of what I say in the Mandinka language.
Akate be kari nyininka ro kala angale kangole to bari bitungate femfe nyininka angale kangoto mba kanna sorle ne Mandinka kangoto.
In the event that you do not understand a question that I ask, please indicate so, and then we would repeat the question or explain it further.
Ako ni misal kama ay kuma fo meya lonko ima faham isa yitandiko nyimmen fota ma faham asi say nyininka ro nyinkan wala asa sata ye nyaado nyama iba faham la nyami.
Okay.
So this morning we would want to talk to you about the following topics.
Ako nyin somanda e be lafla kadiya muye nyin kolula abina menu folateng.
First of all, we would want to know who you are.
Folo lafta lon na le etele mujumati.
Your biographical information.
Kibaro men denta ite fangola ito aning ko kaitandi ko ite mu mojumaleti.
We would also want to talk to you about your relationship with late Lieutenant Jibril Sey.
Ako ko lambe lafla yediamu kaitandi itanin tala Lieutenant Jibril Sey altemo aldenta mun la mun chokindan ne baltema.
And how you come to learn about his death.
Aning inata ala saya moy nyaadi le foyalong.
The efforts that were made by yourself and the family to get correct information as to his fate and whereabouts.
Aning aliyekata kuo menke kabirita fango kungo ful ala badin kotongulu yekato menke puru kalong abedami wala muneketala puru ka kibaru koyosoto wo fanambeta la diamo kono.
We would also talk about the effect of his death on your family.
Akombe nyimfanam fola ala saya e mantoro wala ay munku kolen sabu itening dimbaya luma anabadingu.
Do you understand? Are we together?
Ako foye kumolu faham le bang?
Yes.
Thank you very much, Madam Witness.
Ako inumbara bake sedo.
Kindly tell us your full names, please.
Ako ito mu femfenti abe fonyen sayin.
Nteto mu Mbaya Demba leti.
My name is Mbaya Demba.
Are Mariama le fam monto te bare mobe lo Mbaya Demba because mba ayen kanyele ne so wole ben nakayto le be bal.
My name is Mariama, but I am known by Mbaya Demba.
Man mbota Karton.
I am from Kartong.
Uluta jeleto.
I was born in Kartong.
Sa imfanambe wol to Kotenke.
And that's where I'm resident currently.
Yeah. What is your date of birth?
Ako iwuluta lunjumale.
Uluta 1967.
I was born in 1967.
February only 25th.
25th of February.
Did you do any schooling?
Ako fo itata le karambu to bang.
Ntata karambu to le bare manjam fa because wato fonko le bambano le bekere so ntata fo grade 2 inata mbonde school yen samba bambano so mana chance soto no ko tenke pour ka karang.
I went to school, but I did not go far. I stopped at grade 2. Yeah, and I became a babysitter.
The translation is a bit abbreviated. There are elements of what the witness said that have not been translated. So I'm just flagging that for the interpreters to bear that in mind and faithfully, excuse me, I'm saying translate, faithfully interpret what the witness has said. Could you repeat your answer, please?
Ako ilabanta jabiro memfola yese akan kota kebang.
Nko ntata for grade 2 ndanta wole to.
I went up to grade 2, and that was where I stopped.
So inata imbondi gi en samba bambano la manna karan soto no ko tenke.
So they took me out of school, and I started to babysit. That is it.
Do you know a person called Lieutenant Jibril Sey?
Ako foya lonne ikafomeye Lieutenant Jibril Sey.
Nke malon.
Yes, he was my husband.
When did you get married to him?
Ako sanju malom ifututaye.
Sango na mfututaye. Anyway, ninata wola lento fenkela na
Anyway, I cannot remember the year.
But in Safono Kodal 1998.
But I can say that 1998.
For how many years were you married to him?
Ako ina la futu ay sanji jelleke.
Anala futu wa meta lako because bira 1998 for 1994 ko danta woleto.
I can say that our marriage was for a long time because we were married since 1998.
We have evidence that Lieutenant Jibril Sey died in 1994. That is when the marriage ended. Is that right?
Ako nga sedearo soto janko Lieutenant Jibril Sey abanta 1994 le ako silandum fokwo keta wole nyama bang.
Keta wole nyama na futu fana danta wole to.
Yes, that was it, and that was also the end of our marriage.
So therefore you married him before 1994, right?
Ako lo nyenti ifutu tayen jannin 1994 sango be si.
Ko lo fon ko futu tayele na futu danta dame wolo 1994.
Yes, but that's what I'm saying. Our marriage ended in 1994, but we were married before then.
So when you said you married him in 1998, you may probably have been referring to 1988. Is that right?
Misali kama.
Yes, I made a mistake.
Okay. So is it correct that you married him in 1988?
1988.
Ako silang wala nyinti ko ifutu tayo 1988 sangole kono.
Yes.
So would it be correct therefore to say that you were married for about 6 years before he died?
Ako fonyim bekela to nyati ka fo ifutu tayen sanji woro jannabe fala.
Yes.
Can you tell us where you were living with Lieutenant Jibril Sey before he died?
Ako ko isa fo non nyen ini Lieutenant Jibril Sey albe sirin num min tole jannaye fa.
Nsita num banjunon dinne.
We were resident in Banjunding.
Otate be army camp bara abama be wolto anala family.
At that time he was at the army camp, but his mother and family were in Banjunding.
Because wato mid camp mbisi itol be wolto banjunonding.
At that time at the med camp, that was where they were resident. So we left there.
Ntata faji kunda nga luaso kije.
And rented a place at Fajikunda.
Bota faji kunda nata sound later kunda.
We left Fajikunda and moved on to Latrikunda.
So not adanta wallet.
And that was where we ended.
So in November of 1994, you were living in Fajikunda, right?
Ako November karo kono 1994 woto wala nyindi ko albenu Fajikunda le.
ani wo entara latiro kundale.
No, that met us in Latrikunda.
In Latrikunda, which of the Latrikundas?
Ako nyin Latrikunda fulolu jumale kilimu.
Latiro kunda sabiji.
Latrikunda Saviji.
When was the last time you saw Lieutenant Jibril say?
Ako wati jumale ketal labu jeri labangoti te nyaye Lieutenant Jibril seje wato memmen ketay la jeri labangoti.
Na la jir labango keta arjumol la because sa wultale so manda kata do ko wala.
The last time I saw him was on a Friday because he got up and said he was reporting to work.
Would that be 11 November of 1994?
Ako fola be kala November karotil tang anin kilingoti 1994 sango kono.
Anyway, malong ngamara November 11 wo keta aramisola arjuma lungo la titata do ko wala.
Anyway, I think 11th November was on a Thursday, but this day was on a Friday when he went for work.
I think 11 November 1994 was on a Friday.
Okay, hold on.
So he went to work on that Friday. Can you tell us what time he left the house?
Ako amonta November karotil tan nin kilingo benta jumole fe. Bari bitum fesa fo nonye wati jumalong abota bungo kono purkata.
About a 7 o'clock.
He left the house at 7 o'clock.
Na arguma ka jini banjo non dinela pour kata fama konto kata ya ay duay.
Usually each Friday as he leaves work he will pass by Banyunding and visit his father to seek his prayers.
Ando bir ngam lonko bira bota yafna e wole ke atata wole to.
And I know that when he left the home on Friday, that was what he did because there were people who saw him there. And it was after that he left for the camp.
Can you tell us what happened, what some of the things he did in your presence before he left the house on that morning?
Ako fo isa fono nye muneketa ay ko dolu mennu ke tamata silo dolu mennu la jannaye bo bungo kono wolun somanda pour kata do ko la
nte amam fengo fenke bira parata nyine itandina ko ni bota do kudula me bimbe tentena la pour kata banjon because na moto be poroto nyanta tawu fana bondilal.
He did not do anything special, but what he told me was that when he leaves work, he was going to Banyunding and then go to the port because there was a vehicle he was supposed to pick up from the port.
To whom did this vehicle belong to? Do you know?
Akonyi moto mujumale tati fo ya mari lon ne bang.
Ani malo mintam.
I do not know who owned that vehicle.
Did he take anything with him to enable him to clear the vehicle from the port?
Ako foi hakilo saje fay fenta anim men sita nyola memba mako la pour ka moto fintindi
ala check buko tale ani wo tata ala bank buko.
He took his bank book
and
went out with it.
Did he tell you what he was going to do with that bank book?
Ako faya foi ne bang abe menkela wo bank buko la.
Ay ole fungolo nyinte ay min fonyo ko wajita motoleta.
Well, what he told me was this, that he was going to pick up a vehicle.
But did he tell you why he needed the bank book?
Ako faya foi ne munana sulera wo bank buko la.
Mo wala ko abita motoleta rapport.
That's what I'm saying.
So ngamra wala na
he
bank
was
buko
going
sama pour kata ko do nyin kama nyanta ko do la kas.
A vehicle from the port, and I think that was why he took the checkbook to pick up this vehicle.
That morning when he left, you told the commission that he went to Banjul to see his father and seek his prayers. How did you know that?
Ako ulungo somanda bira botaje yenyi foko asota Banjul ndinka afama ya pro asidua ningo bulu ako yolo nyadile
akawole ke wati yo wati so wala nanga lon ko jarta ninjela lan dunata moy molle be Banjul din ko ya jele.
That is what he does. He usually does, and I got to hear from residents of Banyundin that he was there.
May I again remind the interpreters to bear in mind exactly what the witness said and to interpret it completely. Perhaps maybe the witness and I should shorten our statements to allow for interpretation, such that nothing would be lost during the interpretation or the translation.
abe men fo kan wonya wala nyinti ko ako kanna sori lalu sakata ye kumo be timmandi fem fota isabe kanna sori pour kol si faham andum woto kamala abe lafila pour ata sala nyinin karolu kanyandi ke sutiyandi ite finansi la kumulu sutiyandi pour kanna sori lalu sa faham ibe kumo kanna sori la nyamin.
Okay.
Thank you very much, ma'am. So you heard from people in Banjulding that they saw him that Friday morning when he was going to work. That's what you said.
Ako yenyim foko ya moy molula ko yaje Banjulundinne wo somanda birabita do kudula yewle fa ko fo lembam.
Birala saya funtita mol min kanan kantengo kam wolle kafo.
When his death was announced, the people that came to me, that was what they were saying.
At this stage, that day when Lieutenant Say was going to work, did you have any children with him?
Ako wo tembo bring Lieutenant Say bita do kuala fo yatarle ina Mbaya ta wala ina dingul sotole bang fo abenyadile.
Na ding fula le soto dinke fula.
We had 2 sons.
Was wo yatarale de na no bembulu.
At that time I had a baby.
Aliuti atarabe tiltang anim fula.
Aliu was, is this Aliu? He was just 12 days old.
Because ulu tala tenengole anyon teneng kulio argumo wole bekela tiltan nim fulote.
He was just 12 days. He was born on Friday, and the next Friday would have been his naming christening ceremony.
And Lieutenant Say left for work that morning, passing through Banjulding. What happened after that? Can you tell us?
Wolung Lieutenant Say wulta pour kata do kuala atambitanin Banjulundinna foisina afonye itela londo to mbune natake wobe kola.
Obe kola fonga la saya mimmo because bira botante ya nga woda mal kalam tabu so ala ta kampo kono fa dunta je min keta je mawolong.
After that, it was just his death which I came to know, but how we got to the camp and all of that, I did not know.
After Lieutenant Say left for work that morning, did you hear about anything that happened in the camp?
Ako biri Lieutenant Say bota suwa kono somanda kata do kuala foina ta kumwele banka fo kule keta kampo to wolun somanda bang.
Anin timang fengo wato mtol man fen kala muta woto.
No, at that time we did not know anything.
Did you by any chance hear that there were shootings in the camp?
Ako foina sina nyimwe bang nyao nyandi nyama ko kidolu kumata le kampo kono nyobungu ketaji.
Ani mama because mtoli jam fata jela le milate kundal.
I did not hear because we live far away. We were in Latrikunda.
Okay, he went to work. Did you hear from him that day?
Ako atata do kola birabo to suwo kono fo kola inana ta nyomwele bang misal kama purina e diamu.
No, na manyomo no because wato mobile telephone will take care.
We didn't communicate because at that time there was no mobile communication.
You waited at home with your 2 children up to evening. He did not show up. Is that right?
Ako woto wolung amunda ibe baturo la suwo kono ini la dinding fulolu hanu fo wuraro sita alimamo alimaje ako fo le ketabang.
Katun tol biring.
Yes.
Jiwato sita maje ntolbe fawrende ko babawa sartan la ko anyanta tala jana banjun mutotala so ntol hakilo bebe wala kan.
We just assumed that since he had announced that he was going to Banjul after he closed, so we were all thinking probably that was what he was doing. But when the sun set, we began to worry. We were asking people. In the end, I went up to Fajikunda. I went to one man and I asked him to do some divinations for me.
so ntata je birin nata wo nata fonyo ko ntego ngaminje jandal ni maria be dibolo ko no so nata sena
the man ended up telling me that what he saw was the man was in some darkness, and so I left for my home.
What happened the next day?
Ako wo so modum muneketa.
O so mo nata jele mol kana mpango
next
badi
morning,
mol kana ne
I saw
kana
people
kana simfe.
come in, including my relatives, come into the house.
Mbaya, let's shorten the statement
okay.
so that they can interpret.
Ako si kumo kanyandi kasuti andi kuri nyinga mala kana soro sekeno anyama.
Kindly proceed, please.
Ko si tenteng.
Okay, nko ngaje wo so manda
That
badi
morning,
mol nata je.
my relatives began to arrive.
Inata je bari inata sitam fe bar mo buka hanyi mimba fulanya ko nyine keta bare
They
atara
came
ko
and
keta.
sat there with me, but no one was bold enough to tell me exactly what was happening.
So ni inata je ka funti kata.
So as soon as they come, after a while they will leave.
Sanyi mbita mfango bije mbita muso bije wonata foko
So
malal kana mined la yadu kara linda sutura dukata.
One of my in-laws was there and asked them, "Why are you coming here?
Atunte dingo mamfa.
Please do not expose me because my child is not dead." Yes.
At this stage, did you come to know that there was shooting in the camp?
Ako wo tembo fo inata nyi lonne wala ya moy ko kidi fayo ketale kampo kono bang.
Ani
No,
mamoy.
I did not hear.
The people who were coming in and out, did you ask them why they were coming?
Ako molu menu be tandi nala wonya suokono. Ako fo mam mo nyinin ke kono bang ila dalilo la.
Mam wonyinin ka ya long puru
I did
moy
not
nalo
ask
kana
anyone.
mo fonye mo man soto mimba kuma fulani.
To have someone to
ndefana
come
mamu
and
wanyini
face
ka.
me and tell me what was happening, there was no one who had who was bold enough to do so. So I did not also ask them.
And the next day, what happened?
Ako wo samo dum muneketa.
O samo abare musu yamu.
The following morning,
Yama say
his
ol tata observer
Sister.
kanyinin karo ke ko.
Yamase went to the observer to
Akoto
ask
mata ta dukula arjumalungo andunga amanna se nan sanyi ma kalango longe ka wole nyinin ka.
that his sister went to work on Friday and did not return, and that was what she was inquiring about.
But who went to work, the brother or the sister?
The brother.
Thank you very much. And did she get any information from the observer?
Ako biring abari musu tata observer kata kuma nyinin kala je. Ako fo ay kibaru sotono je le bang.
Nata kibar soto gebe
Yes.
Sadibu Haidara wole jabiro kenan kai tandara
He
ko
got some
sei
information.
fata kudeta minketa kampoto
Sadibu
nyobu
Haidara
kedama fata wole to.
Gave her the information that Say was killed in the coup d'etat that happened.
Did the witness say more than that?
Ako fo sedo femfole men siata woti. Ako fo femfole ba men siata kana soro nyi.
That was more for the interpreter than for the witness. I think the witness did say more than was interpreted, if my Mandinka does not disappoint me.
Could she repeat that, please?
Could the witness repeat what he said?
Ako e men fonu sayo kambang sedo.
Mbe walanko dimasilungo abare musu yamu wole tata
On
jana
Sunday,
observer
Sister Yamu went to Observer
ka kotola ko nyinin
to
kaji.
inquire about his brother's issues.
So biringa tata woto
When she went there,
anata also mole Sadibu fana e ponko on Monday kaito le new observer tata funte Sadibu
the
Haidara
next
jabiro
morning
kenan.
on Monday, on the Observer, Sadibu replied
Kai tandala ko nyim fata kampole to.
to indicate that he died in the camp
Kudeta kon wo ay wole jabina.
in a coup d'etat. That was his response.
And after that, what did you do?
Ako biro
What
bota
happened to you?
biro bota la ete muneke munefango ketela.
Nte o foku mbode because atara de na no bembulun
Well,
jakalta.
for me, all I could do was just to cry
Mir
because I
osiata
had a
nkunto
baby
mang
and
fankalango
I was
lonno
confused.
kutenke.
I was thinking a lot and I was not in control of myself.
Hello. I think that we are having overlap between the witness and the interpreter. So may I again ask that the witness shortens her statements to allow for the interpretation, but also the interpreter to allow the witness to finish before he starts interpreting. Otherwise, the overlap would make it such that we wouldn't hear either of you. We wouldn't know what is being said.
ako abe nyim fala ko take ko faali ñol lamoy ni wodo diamuta faaya kangoji ñin don finansina jaabi wala hanim be abe lafla pour al e ko mo sutiyandi ñin kamala alla diamul kana sele ñokan katu na alla diamul seleta ñokan ibuka long atul mo flo momondi mem fo kan al ñante lamoy la ñoye ne nit ñi do e mem fo han fa e bandi wodo fana ina kan na sor isaje sa faham membe fo kan
Madam Witness, kindly take that again. When you received that information from Sadibo Haidara on a Sunday, saying that your husband died in the camp during the coup d'etat, tell us what happened to you.
Ako akamensa inkanyininka wole mnyintiko. Birin alnata nyimmoy ko Sadibu Haidara ye kumo jabile hanfo kibar kaito observer ya safe ko ike mafata kudeta le kono bundiro keta damin ako wokola mune nata ketela keta nyadile
min keta nanka wolo fote wolo keta miroti.
What happened to me is what I am telling you this. That is the worry.
Because
there were too many things in my mind.
I
could not understand myself.
Can you describe to us what happened in your house that day when you received this information?
What happened to me in my house? Well, people came there.
Atefango ye soldier sabanata je because manna was having a phone soldier sabanata je.
3 soldiers came to the house as well.
Do woman te do male fangoti.
One of them was a younger brother of mine.
Ani military police fulale nata je nate dunta kambu kono.
And 2 military police officers, they came and entered into the room.
Ay kodo bondi ani montoro adina.
He removed money and a watch and gave to me. I held on to him and I said to him, Pa, where is my husband? He told me he's there, but then the other soldiers prodded him on and they moved out. But when I held the money in my hand, it appeared it was like I was being sucked by current. My baby was in my arms.
My family members from
Serekunda were sitting with me in the room. They came to me and took the baby away from me and asked me to take heart. They said to me they got the information, but they were not bold enough to tell me what happened. At that time, my baby Aliu was in my arms. He was just 2 weeks old. So then I sat down there with the people and we reasoned.
Mr. Chair, perhaps we should give her a bit of time, 5 minutes, for the witness to compose herself. Thank you. Mbaya,
Naam.
are you in a position to proceed?
Ako fusilang ibetembo mento isi tenten no le bang.
Yes.
I want to show you some photographs, and I want you to confirm whether to tell us who is the person in those two photographs.
Akala fta natalo le tandilela. Puru isa fonyeng juma lebe wo natalo fulo nyindo.
Could you kindly show the commissioners first, and then you take it to the...
Ako asinatalo nyi tandi commissioner la fulo isina la bangite ya.
Kindly show the pictures to the witness, please.
Ako silang natalo lu fele isi itandi fangola ye jube.
Do you recognize that person?
Ako foyo mari sutele bang.
Jibril say long kema.
Yes, it's Jibril Say, my husband.
Mr. Chair, we would ask to put these two photographs in the record and call them Exhibit 32 and Exhibit 32A.
Ako abanyin kaindla siranti o chairman commission siranti o ko nyin natal fululu ibe dundila sede ya kayto lu kono men bekela sede ya kayti tansabanim fulanjang te follow anin tansabanim fulanjang la fulanjang.
Thank you, Council. Submission is granted.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. That Sunday, when you got the information on the Daily Observer, Sadibu Haidara saying that your husband died in the coup d'etat in the camp, people started coming to commiserate with you. What happened after that day? Kindly tell us, please.
Ako wodima so birin Sadibu Haidara e jabiro ke kibar kayto bala observer ka foko ikema fata coup d'etat le kono hanifo molia damuta kana suwo kono je ako be kola munenata ke itele hakilo memmano.
Ngam fo dorong ndo mol nata madi ngol le besir ni ngol besir njani ala family modu.
Just as I said, people were there, his family members were there, and they were the ones that I was sitting with.
Pem manke fo ka kambano mem fote minketa ndo mati minata montro ni kodo nyendina.
Nothing else happened except this man that I was talking about, my younger brother, who came and gave me the watch and the money.
So ni soldier fulol nata ni tata nyola.
He came with two other soldiers and they all left together.
Biri tata nte fananga tara ko nyindunta na yensu akatala ko kurangole mumsok wo wato.
When they left, it was like I was being sucked by current.
Ndingo de na no bembulo kono.
My baby was in my arms.
Nata si wole nyame so mol nata kandi amonde kai amar nata si plaki.
So I sat down and the people came to me and they began to console me.
Konye ko alata.
They told me to take faith.
So mfana nata wole tan nata si.
So I ended up keeping faith and I sat down.
Ole ketal.
That was what happened.
And the subsequent days,
ako wokola
what happened?
lungu menu nata bula o lungo noma mune nata ke
In nata ke mbita musu nata fonye ko.
What happened? My auntie, my in-law came.
Akonya ngamre be sayla because muinka mojo sanyi wo fele akitating.
She told me that I think you have to go home because the one who normally pays for the rent, this has happened to him.
Irin nata namolu kumande mfananga kumonye mfutandila.
So I called my people and relayed this information to them.
Are bagasol membe bunko no mbita nara fuko fentinala.
But all the materials that were in the room, my in-law said that nothing was going to be taken out.
Hanin kallala rangominka kau mta sambala.
Even the bed that I used to lie on, she said that that was not going to be taken out.
Say ni mimbota ba kilingi ka fo mbemba gasama.
Say with whom they shared the same mother, say Gasama.
Wonata fonye ko hanikabi.
Came and said to me, if you're still, I will bring a vehicle which will take you, leave this bed here, I will secure a bed for you. So when the vehicle came, I left and I said,
yes, go ahead, please.
When the vehicle came, I left. I said to my in-law, I came here seeking for heaven. I did not come here seeking for wealth.
Just again to remind that important elements of the testimony is being lost in translation or in interpretation. I did not hear that in the interpretation, and that was, I think, quite important. So let's just bear that in mind again, please.
Thank you, sir.
Then Mbemba Gasama came and provided a vehicle to you. Can you tell us the conversation, the discussion you had with Mbemba at this time when he came?
ako Mbemba kasamana te kan andong atele moto fere ako membe bondila je ako ko la foyni Mbemba na ta kachale bang ale mun kumalle fo
na ta kacha na konyo kabinala rango sambala nyele.
Yes, we discussed and he said to me he was going to bring me a bed. Yes, eventually he brought me a bed in Kartong because at that time I had already gone back to Kartong.
And how about the furniture that belongs to you and your husband in your marital home in Latrikunda? What happened to that furniture?
Ako silang sirangolu nin joran kotangolu menu be bungo kono. Me yalon ko ini ke talem wolti membe bungo kono je Latrikunda. Ko mune nata kewlu la?
Nata la bangala family de bulu.
He ended up with his family.
Etu woleton.
I left them there.
How many days after the death of your husband did you have to leave the marital house you occupied in Latrikunda?
Ako yettili jelle kije bring lieutenant Saiban ta foka pare albe damento nun Latrikunda yettili jelle kije jannibe sayla katalia
alabango amal lokun so lokun kono londoro.
When he died, it did not even reach a month. I would say a week. It was just within that week.
So you're telling us that a few days after he died, because he died sometime between Friday and Sunday, you came to know about it on Sunday, and a few days thereafter, you had to vacate the matrimonial house.
Ako amunta ketatenne ko birite botala saya kalama dimasilung ando tuma ifata kabirin jumo birite bota kalama dimasilung amunta til danta doron ne tamita o kola long etinata boje kasaya aliya fodun silang alata wala nyama bang.
Yes.
At this stage, you had 2 children, and one of them was just 15 days old at this point on Wednesday. How did you manage when you returned to Kartong?
Ako bekela tumo men na wayatara dinding fula bebulu adu memmu don dindingu nyinti wayatara woyetil tang ani lulu le soto wato men kolu nyile bebola kalama ako silang inata wo kolu inata ke nyaadi le baluta nyaadi le itani o dindingul
Antata na family ka kambabie
I returned back to my family. My mother was there.
mbiye fo atata fo kardantanga furia muta
I was there for several months.
Sambiringa furia muta nga obang
After the mourning period,
nka alu ko nonka ta san minister ka to nka passion tabiro kenka samba woto
I normally would leave Aliu at the house and I'd go to the sand mining site and sell food there.
nka na dimbal samba wala
And that was how I used to sustain my family.
so ntata fo nyato na biring alu tata fa sanji fula sidro nga dunde no se school
So I was in that situation until when Aliu was 2 years old, and then I enrolled him at the nursery school.
bare biring atata fo sanji fula inati kam
But when he was 2 years old, they came to take them away.
so at Ibrahim grade 2 le atebe no se 3
At that time, Ibrahima was in grade 2 and he was in nursery 3.
From the period you returned to Kartong, that morning period, until they entered schooling, did you receive any assistance from anybody?
ako wato men isa italia fo idingolu ya idindu karambungoto fo wato men itebe ibine kamma ako fo mosoton tale bang menke idema menka makoyro futandi ma wotembo bang
ha mama ama ibinki mado biye amikasama
Yes, one of their aunt, Ami Kasama.
amanke karo karte barawati ni wata kanale ke jibe
It was not monthly, but from time to time, she will normally come to visit them.
ay min sota safu nyinta yala fe fanka safu no sa
And whatever she had, she will tell me, take this and add on to what you have, buy soap.
because watu ateda malbe kuto family nyimbe motige yamuda malbe do kola so watu family be ibulo me ko ben
At that time, there was nobody in the family to assist. Yam was the only one working because the family, they were not well off.
And you said 2 years afterwards, they came for the children. Can you tell us about that? Who came for the children and for what purpose?
ako yanyim foko sanji fula tambiringo long inata dindingulu kama itebulu ako silang jumale nata dindingulu kama aning anate kama nyadi le dalilu juma fanankang
min nate kama wolongo ifado mati landin sey
The one who came to collect them was a younger brother to their father, Landin Sey,
ana fama
and his father,
Ibrahim
Ibrahima.
olle nata ya
They came to my home.
iri nate konyo ko
When they came, they told me
nata dindingol le kama
that we've come to pick up the children.
mbari ma nata mfeji
So my uncle came there.
iri ako kacha
When they discussed the issue,
oy wonte fenti
he told them, well, that's nothing.
indindigol nal bele tam
These children, all of us, they belong to all of us.
nu nyulu mu kele tinte mo musolete
And these are men, and I am a woman.
nata dindingol bule ye samba
So I now released the children to them, and they took them away.
And did you have contact with your children while they have moved to the Say family?
ako birin dindingulu tata sey kunda sayendum foy nin dindingulu ka nyomwele wala le ka nyojal ka futa nyomale bang
ha wati ni wati katale kate jibe
Yes, from time to time, I normally go and visit them.
And for how long did they live with the Say family?
ako dindingulu ye wati jelle ke katara sey kunda je ke labari mulia
ini ole wato min keje insafo biri dindin foy men ta biri ta wato minna
I can say that since their childhood until they were matured, from the time when they were taken there.
Because he told us samba kasayoto.
Because they took them to circumcision.
Where
After the circumcision ceremony, I went there. Because that day when they took them, I felt sad before I got the information. Because I ended up disturbing people in the house because I was crying all along. And then they asked me what I was crying for. I said to them, my children, I do not know what is happening to them, but I suspect they are not in happiness. And that's what I feel in my body. And it was after that that I got the information that they were taken to circumcision, and that was when I went to visit them. When they were done with the ceremony, after circumcision ceremony was done, I went there. That ceremony ended like a funeral because I was crying.
Why were you crying?
I
was thinking, when children go to circumcision, normally their parents are there. That day, my mind was all on their father, and that was what made me cry.
Your children, did they go to school while they were with the Say family?
Akoy dindingulu continental ila dindingulu continental karangole le bang biring ibe Say kunda.
Yes, they continued their schooling from there.
And can you tell what eventually happened to them?
Ako fesa fono nyewulu be kola mune nata ke dindingul la koto.
Dindingul la ko biri karanta po Ibrahim karanta jita.
Ibrahim went to schooled and completed.
So anata karang fana lafa wukang.
And then he proceeded to add his schooling.
Sanying abisiring wonyama amanado ko kumas.
Now he's just there. He's not got any work yet.
Because where there are funding landing water to America.
Because at that time his uncle landing had gone to America.
Sanying didn't be fanango pro afanan natani nata faimbe school nyin lejen landing. So
the child now began to ask for his traveling, and the uncle said he was going to secure a school for him there. I think that took a long time in the eyes of the child, and he ended up taking the back way. I got that information from the aunt. She told me, your son has gone through the back way. That day I was very sad. I did not understand myself. So I was there until eventually I got to communicate with him. He told me that my auntie has sent me some money and has asked me to return, but I'm not returning. Here I am in Libya. I said to him, you did not inform me of your going, but if you had informed me, I wouldn't have asked you to go because you are my only hope. He said to me, Mother, just continue praying for me. If I go, by the grace of God, whatever hardship is on you will be taken of you.
record ko nata dinde ngo batandije because aning ala tanya ala alfal ko le kuyate ko nata ama abatandije fokar saba.
But he ended up having difficulty with money because his people were not happy with the way he went there, and he had to endure hardship for 3 months.
Nata ndoma ki ka fay matar wobe Angleterre.
I now ended up sending my younger brother, Matar, who is in England.
Nkaye ko ibe mingo minto ma ko de wole bendala nkaye ko ando de wom bendala mbuka suto sinono.
I said to him, whatever you are doing, set that aside and assist me because I am having an emergency situation.
Anata kodo kina nye 15,000 akonyo ko mfana mbulo ni wole kanyanta istela moli ya puri ye dani isala fai.
He ended up sending me 15,000 and said to me, this is what I have now with me. Go to his relatives and tell them to add something onto that money.
Nata samba bolo na muso na bitata for bank pur kodo nyinkiai.
So I now went along with Bolong's wife to the bank to send this money.
Wala ko nata bang wala nyama sanya nata dum.
So that was how it ended, and now he entered.
Where did he enter?
Ako dindingu dun tamin tole.
Abe ya Rome.
He's in Rome.
That would be Italy.
Ako wolem Italy bankoti.
Yes.
And how about your other child?
Ako ila dindin do dun wala ko ketanyadi le.
Wolong aliuti.
That is Aliu.
O fana nata karam for grade 11.
He went to school up till grade 11.
O grade 11.
In that grade 11,
Nata sasa soto.
he got sick.
Mama nata ngol kai tandina ko ne din kama.
The grandmother called me and said to me, come and pick up your child.
Akonyo ko idin kama nya me malo ngani nyama sabala lekata.
She said to me, the way your son is behaving, I do not know, but he's like one of those cannabis smokers.
Nata pai ko nata paso jo nata kama pipeline je.
Then I paid fare and went to Pipeline and collected him.
Nkaine aluka oke ngamra dindia kunjaro lam because ntala family ko non te barankel be mo buka siga saba.
I said to her, well, if Aliu is doing this, maybe it's just the stubbornness of youth, because in my family nobody smokes even cigarette.
And our family ya wudu fana buka siga saba.
And even his own father never smoked cigarette.
Nkai ko sa malo ngai yinta dami.
I said to her, I do not know where he has picked up this attitude from.
Nkai ko okay na fenga na samba.
I said to her, then give him to me, let me take him.
Na tata katom.
So I took him to Kartong.
Rimbota jennata samba ka bajo ka sama simbarin ke doya.
From there, I took him to Kabajo in Casamas, in one of my relatives.
Nkai nali mo soto mi alonko asima ko no nyinto pro ikaka saba fengole makana saba.
I said to him, if you have anyone who could assist me, they said that he smokes cannabis, so that he doesn't smoke it anymore.
I sanji killing kardantan soto je.
He spent 1 year and some months there.
Lumina ta akonyo ko ma lafte ngeje.
The day that he came, he said, Mother, I want to see you.
Nkai benjela mantula ko nyanga ta bada to nkai ko hani.
I said to him, where do you want to see me? And he said, let's go to the seaside. And I said to him, no.
Nata samba nkai nanga tang ndo mala korda to jana ibu ye korna korda kuto to ngataji.
I said to him, let's just go to my younger brother's house, his new house. Let's go there.
Anata fonye ko ngamole je abenne badato.
He said to me, I have seen someone at Abene, at the seaside in Abene.
Fonye Jibril Seilo.
He said to me, it's Jibril Say. I said, how? You surprised me. We were there, and then again he said to me, do you not see that elder with the blue shirt? I said to him, no, I have not seen him. I said to him, let's go home. That night,
ikela dami mbari ngolla korda kono
where they used to lie in my brother's house.
mbijedro ndima yen kola ko nyemma nkai na ma konyo ko
We were there, and then my son called me and said, "Mama," and I said, "Yes."
akonyo ko nana
Said to me, "Come."
konyo alu fele kumbola jamo ma control no malo minom
Said to me, "Aliu is crying and he's uncontrollable, and I do not know what is wrong with him."
njakalta
I was worried.
ole ko be ke kadi am nya man son di amula
People tried all means to speak to him, but to no avail.
o suto nke manata
In that night, my husband came,
nga ko fai
and I told him about the issue.
akonyo ko nanga na samba kendindo ya jang kunku janga na jibe fana ni setan lon salon
He said to me, "Let us take him to one man in Kunkujang. If it is a demonic attack, then we will know."
be woto fo suto 12 nata sena
We were there up to 12, and then we returned home,
anati ayela
and then he slept.
sanyo wo so mo ko tenke ya kumas ko tenke
The following morning, again, he started.
nke manata fonyo ko nanga na sendi je ko tenke bar ntebe dambe bisir na taxi lu asimi me bondi ka ton foje
My husband told me, "Let us return him," but because I was busy, my husband hired a taxi.
so nata aluchi ka wole nyama
So I took
ka
Aliu
sendi ka samas ko tenke
and returned him to Casamas again.
ni ya sama dame ni ya fonye kodo nyin ntele ka jo nga wara nga fonke mai mako ngajo
Wherever we went to, when we are charged, I either pay or I ask my husband to make the payment.
mbijele do isaji e fonye
We were there, and someone requested for a ram.
nata landing call
I called landing.
amanda telephone ota
He did not pick the telephone.
nga call ko tenke
I called him again,
na nata nyoso to nga ko monyen fay
and we communicated, and I explained the issue to him.
kaya bar aluman kende yade
I said to him, "Aliu is not feeling well."
akonyale ka tata kasa masen
Said to me, "Where is he?" I told him that he's gone to Casamas.
akonye ko nata
He said to me, when he
isem
returns,
call pour nana diam
you called me so that I could talk to him.
sanye biring alunata nga landing call ko tenke
So when Aliu returned, I called landing again.
anda telephone ota
He did not pick up the telephone.
nga voice message kiai
I sent him a voice message,
mar reply
but he did not reply me.
sita jakalta
I sat down there, worried, confused.
nindi manko ngandi ma call ibrahima
I called my son, Ibrahima.
kay alube mbuli jande den kay barenke la mul call
I said,
ka explain bari ibuka ma koy
I said to him, "Aliu is with me here, but each time I call his relatives to help me, they don't give me any assistance."
sanye ibrahima nata atel landing call
So now Ibrahima called landing
kay yonni babe diamulal
and said, "Okay, I'm going to speak with mother."
sanye biring ni landing nata call
So landing called me later,
nga ko mo fay
and I told him about the issue.
kay ko dol bantam bulle because jar rome tale ni non sanjinanti
I said to him, "I have exhausted all my money because the healing process has taken a long time. This is the 4th year."
kay wotal nyantam ma koy lal
I said to him, "Therefore, you have to assist me."
ko nyamba ko jibela le mamoy
He said to me, "I am going to look into the issue," but I did not hear him.
alu bota ya
Aliu left home.
ay bago tata pipeline
He took his bag and went to Pipeline.
tata je
He went there.
man fen kala muta fo bolon na muso yen kol kay tandina ko alu fele kayraba police station
I did not know anything until Bolong called me to say, "Aliu, here is Aliu. He is at the Karaba police station."
bolon na muso
Bolong's wife called me to say Aliu is at the Karaba police station.
birin tata je
When I went there,
ni ate bolon na muso be tata foje
I went along with Bolong's wife.
ngandi ngo haylan selo kono
I saw my son inside the cell.
kay jamale nyin sabma dan jang
I said to him, "Who brought him here?"
ya to la min fangola wala chika di police la wala ngi sey kototi wala sunjo to sey.
The man that he was named after, he was the one who took him and handed him over to the police. I went to the SO at the station and said to him, this is my son. I said to him, but he is not well. But he said to me, he was brought here by these people, and they said that there was a young girl there that he attempted to rape. He said that happened in their house. She said that she was lying down and saw this, my son standing over her. I said to them, well, this is what he does. Anyway, I cannot say that. I cannot disprove that. I said to him, please give me my son, I will take him. And so the SO asked me if I could guarantee that, and I told him yes. Because I see that no matter how a son turns out to be, he is never rejected by the mother. And my children, I brought them up in tears. So if I see that this is the way they turn out to be, I just hold on to God and take it in good faith. And I took him home like that. The next morning, even tomorrow, he has never called me to ask me how Aliu has fared so far. And nobody comes there to ask, to inquire about him, even to say, I have come to check on Aliu. I see to it that it is their son, and if he turned out to be a good chap, that was going to be good for all of us. But I'm thinking perhaps it's because of the way he is, that is why he's been left in that way. Because I believe if his father was alive, probably the situation that he is in now, he would not have been in that situation. I can say that the man that I am now married to, the kind of sympathy and concern he has for me, my late husband's family do not have that for me. Because today, even when I told him, he would not agree, but he took his vehicle from Katong and brought me here. So that has been the way I have lived since Said died up to now. On the side of my family, I have experienced no happiness at all. One of my uncles is the one that used to advise me from time to time. In fact, the worry has even made me to have high blood. He normally will tell me, whatever you experience in life, take it that it is destined by God. And so I take all my worries and return them back to God. So I take it that this is God's will for me.
And where is Aliu?
Ako Aliule.
He is here sitting in the half-turn.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I have no further questions for you.
Ako inumbara, Mr. Chairman. Nyinin kardo tembulu selo la kudu.
Thank you very much, Council. And thank you, Mbaya Demba. Sorry that the death of Jibril Say led them to so many difficulties for the family.
Chairman le kadi amunyo commission chairman oti ako inumbara bake ako nyinkira finally balafati ye toro mentaki nikuya animbata nyin sekunda dimba topoto nyato.
We share your pain,
ako mbele denta ila dimingula
and I hope that things would ease a bit for the family.
ako abe ala dani la nyinji ko soto ko fo ala sina kulu sono yandi dimbaya nyi nyatondo.
We thank you very much for coming to testify before the commission.
Ako be numbara la bake prison ta yana sede yaro la commission nyati lingula jang.
And to share these difficult stories with the commission.
Pro inin commission ye deng nyin ku ko lemula ko be numbara la wala ye hammo men sto pour kana nyim bankero la jang.
Does any commissioner have any question to ask?
Ko fo commissioner lu mo be ko no men be nyinin kar kala ba.
Commissioner Carr, you have the floor.
Commissioner ka wala kana nyinin ka.
Commissioner Carr, I just want to ask, what is Aliu doing now?
Aka alafta nyinin kala Aliu be mune ke kan sai ngabe mune to.
Alu mantara fenke kan
He's
nimfano keta somanda drona yeku.
He's not doing anything. Each morning when he wakes up, he
Nka
takes
jele
his bath,
ala fikulu
and the things he likes,
pour min sa hakilo sabatindinye
those things that will stabilize his mind.
janin te kata marse to firo lanka atayar sanga na ningal da sama kododi.
Before I go to the market to sell, I used to buy attire for him and give him his money for breakfast.
Nayo okay pura sabati akana tara yayo la because
So that-
nabe yayo la mulka jibe.
So that when he does those things, he will be calm and not be roaming around. Because when he goes out, people begin to look at him,
O kan ni tora
and that used to cause me pain in my heart.
ngalon ko ala kiti ta wala
I know that this is God's will.
man tara fengo venala adanta grade 11 day am 12 sit.
He is not doing anything. He stopped at grade 11. He is not started the grade 12 exams.
Liata mulka to do bjena kam fata ninga madi amulte do tara be kam faringa se diamu do be fakal lafla bulalanna.
These things are difficult for me. Sometimes when I try to advise him and he gets angry, he talks, and even likes to
So bien sa fa e kon tamu balte nim
To
be
insult
yamule
me.
kala moy bare ngalon ko ta fan saw.
And I used to tell him, when I am speaking to you, I want you to listen to me. But I know that he is not in control of his mind.
Nimbe bunko no salon ka be tarra jele to.
When I'm inside the house,
Abuka pare ka jamfanna.
he is always close to me. He is always willing to be around me.
So mfana ka understand wol nyama do be ninke natate nay ko ase ko do nyinci ka adiala.
So I used to understand him in that state. And sometimes when my husband comes in, he takes money and gives to him.
Atilo nka min spend na kunto do be akatal fo $80.
But in a day,
La fifengol.
I spend almost about $80 on him just to get him the things that he likes,
Mimba tina la sitem kun black le.
just to make sure that he's stabilized and he's seated at one place.
Wala kete.
And that is what I do.
Thank you very much, Commissioner Samba. You have the floor.
Commissioner Samba wala kana nyinin ka.
Hello, Commissioner Samuel Kanadia Muye. Oma nke nyinen kale fo Jibril Seydunga amam mo sota ni menden tabakilim fakilin naba.
I want to ask you whether Jibril Say does not have people that he's come from the same father and
Ibije?
mother with. There are.
Abije akoto kefula bije.
There are two of his older brothers. They are there.
Akoto muso do muso bijang.
The younger sister is there.
Ala mo fulem ko keni muso fana betama dulaning imama muso.
Two of his relatives, man and woman, are outside traveling, and the grandmama.
Okay, nka men nyinen ka ila nyin dim fulol doron Jibril Sey o doron ne sota la dunia bal woko.
I want to ask you whether these two children are the only children that you had with Jibril Say in his whole life.
Anyen dim fulo da mal sota Ibrahim and Aliu.
Yes, these are the only two children he has, Ibrahim and Aliu.
Thank you very much. If there are no further questions, Mbaya, Demba, thank you again so much for coming to testify before the commission.
Chairman ko al nimbara bitun nyinin kar do mam tara commission la karola abe muru la kota ke jayi ke numbara Mbaya Demba.
We will now take a break until 12 noon. It's okay, Council, is that okay? The next witness.
Except that I wanted to interpose another witness, Jibril Say's brother, just for the purposes of putting in documents showing the efforts the family had made. to
Fine.
trace his fate and whereabouts, to find out his fate.
Fine, that's
and
okay
where-
with me.
Council
You
ko
want to do that now?
Yes, I can do that
council
now.
ko
Splendid.
alafta Jibril Sey bakilin fakilin do naati la pour kaytolu men ye naati ye katolu men ke Jibril Sey ko ma pour ka kalango long alafta o kaytol le fanalu yitan la ke tonya yandi walanna alafta Jibril Sey do ma do naati la pour ay tenten asi inasi diam
Mbaya, thank you very much.
akombaya inumbara bake
Okay, Baraka.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. You can bring.
Mr. Chair, may I? Mr. Chair. Okay, yes. Sorry.
Thank you, Council. I didn't know I had a ghost that you were speaking to.
Mr. Chair, I now call Mr. Omar Sey, please. Mr. Witness, Mr. Osha, kindly get the witness. Mr. Omar Sey, please.
I, Omar Sey,
I, Omar Sey,
do swear that
te Omar Sey
swear that
I'll speak the truth,
I speak the truth,
the whole truth,
and nothing but the truth,
and nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Good morning.
Morning.
Mr. Sey.
Yes, please.
Thank you very much for your willingness to appear before the Commission at very, very short notice.
Thank you.
The purpose of calling you is to put into the record documents that you have, which shows the efforts of your family to establish or find out the fate and whereabouts of late Lieutenant Jibril Sey, and also the efforts of your family to secure or to collect his entitlements from the government of the Gambia, a government that he served for several years. Are you able to do that?
Yes, please.
Let's first establish your identity. What is your full name?
Omar Sey.
Mr. Sey, please allow for a few seconds before you respond to my questions. I would also do the same so that there's no overlap in our speeches. You understand?
Okay.
What is your date of birth?
22nd February 1956.
1956.
56.
What is your relationship with Lieutenant Jibril Sey?
He's my younger brother.
Of the same mother and father?
Yes.
Where do you live at the moment?
Pipeline.
Do you recall where Jibril Say used to work?
Yes. The
Kindly tell us, please.
Gambia National Army.
Do you know what happened to him in November 1994?
Well, I got some information.
Could you speak up a little bit, please? Or you draw the microphone closer to you?
Okay. Well, we have information. I personally, anyway, during that period, I hear a lot of information. So, and during that period, he disappeared. So,
We understand that the family went to the newspapers to find out what happened to him, to make a claim that he was missing. Are you aware of that?
yes, please.
Do you have documents with you showing what efforts your family made to find out what happened to Jibril Say?
Yes.
Do you have copy of Point newspaper dated 28th November with you?
Sorry, excuse me.
28 November 1994, Point newspaper. Should be the last set of documents in that batch.
Point, eh?
Point newspaper.
Yes. It's here.
Would you like to show it to the commission?
Yes.
And also Daily Observer newspaper, dated
Point. This is the Observer.
dated 7 December 1994. Also Observer, dated 7 December 1994. Mr. Chair, while the documents are being shared, I would ask that the two documents be admitted into the record as Exhibit 32 and 33. Sorry, 33 and 34.
Request granted.
While the documents are being examined, Mr. Say, the first document, Exhibit 33, which is a Point newspaper of Monday, November 28, 1994, has three sets of photographs. The first one with the person in military uniform, there are the words under it, "The Lieutenant Say," and the other two photographs, you have the names Yama and Pasey at the Point's office. Could you kindly confirm or let us know who these people are when the documents come back to you?
Okay.
Perhaps before you answer that question, let's take a look at the Point newspaper. The headline is as follows: "The cry of a distressed family. Where is our son?" Lieutenant Jibril say. And that claim was made by a Pa Ibrahim Say. Do you know who that person is, Pa Ibrahim Say?
Yes, he is my father.
And of course, the father of the late Lieutenant Jibril Say, correct?
Correct.
And the photograph to the left of the paper with the words under it, "The Lieutenant Say," who is that person?
Pardon?
Photograph to the left.
Yes.
Who is that person?
Okay, my younger brother, Jibril Say.
Jibril Say, in military uniform.
Correct.
And the other picture on the right with two individuals, who are they?
My father and my other sister, younger sister, is in America.
In this newspaper, your family was asking for information as to the whereabouts of Jibril Say, correct?
Correct.
I just want to read out a bit of what is contained in the paper. The second row, first paragraph says, "The family strongly disagrees with the statement made by the Minister of Interior and AFPRC spokesman, Captain Sadibu Haidara, as reported in the Point of Thursday, November 17. In that report, the minister was quoted as having said, among other things, the coup plan had leaked. We were alerted and ready for them. One of the plotters, Lieutenant Say, was killed on the spot at Yundum, where the fighting was brief," unquote. That is what the minister said to the Point. And your father is alleged to have said as follows. This is on the next page, the fourth row and the third paragraph. It says, "My son was not at the scene of fighting," insisted Pa Ibrahim Say, who lives in Banjul. And it went on to say, "I wondered how my son could have been killed at Yundum on Thursday night," as stated by Captain Haidara in an interview to the Point. And then the last row in that paper, it shows on the third paragraph as follows: Pa Ibrahim Say complained, quote, "If there is transparency, let someone tell me where my son is, where he's been for the last 2 weeks. He went to Yundum Barracks on Sunday 13th to find out about his son, but all in vain. Both Lieutenant Say's mother and sister have also never ceased trying to locate him, but with no success." Does that really capture the truth about what happened?
Correct, exactly.
Thank you very much, Mr. Witness. And Mr. Chair, Exhibit 34, the Observer newspaper of December 7, 1994. Take a look at it. The headline is, "Lieutenant Say died in shootout." Is that right, Mr. Witness?
Correct, yes.
And the sub-headline says, it says, "Lieutenant Say died in shootout, maintains AFPRC, rejecting Lieutenant Say's father's claims." That's the headline. And there's a photo of then Interior Minister Captain Sadibu Haidara. And I'll just read out the first row. Yes. It says, quote, "The AFPRC has maintained that Lieutenant Jibril Say was killed in the shootout of November 11 military push. The council spokesman and Minister of the Interior, Captain Sadibu Haidara, in his first exclusive interview with this paper yesterday, totally rejected Lieutenant Say's father's story in the Point newspaper that his son did not die in the 11th November early morning shootout at Fajara and Yundum barracks between dissident soldiers and AFPRC loyalists. That is essentially what is captured in this paper.
Yes, certainly.
Thank you very much. You believe, of course, that the statement issued by the government was a lie?
Definitely, serious lies. Serious lies.
Your father petitioned the president at the time, Lieutenant Captain Yaya Jammeh. Are you aware of that?
Correct, yes, I am aware.
And do you have letter dated 29 March 1995, please? 29 March 1995 from Alhaji Ibrahim Sey, addressed to the chairman AFPRC State House Banjul.
Yes, I got it. It's here.
Can you produce that to the commission, please?
Yeah.
Perhaps we should just produce the set of documents, the entire set of documents, and then I'll go through them one by one. The first document is the petition to the chairman AFPRC of 29 March. The second is also another letter from Alhaji Ibrahim Sey to Captain Yaya Jammeh, copying the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, dated 31st May 1995. And the third is a response from the Office of the Chairman, State House Banjul, addressed to Alhaji Ibrahim Sey of 29 June 1995. And then the next in the series is another letter from State House addressed to Alhaji Ibrahim Sey of 17th July 1995. And then another petition from the Sey family dated 24th October 1996 addressed to the then President of the Gambia. And the next in the series is a letter again from the Sey family dated 12 August 1997 addressed to the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Defense. And the last in the series is a letter from the Department of State for Defense addressed also to Alhaji Ibrahim Sey, dated 16 September 1997. Could you pass those documents to the commission, to the commissioners, for them to take a look at?
Okay.
Yes. And let's try to do that quickly. And I would ask a few questions regarding these documents. And Mr. Chair, if you're satisfied with the documents, we would ask that they be added to the record as exhibits 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and 40.
Request granted, Demba Council.
Much obliged, Mr. Chair. In that regard, the letter to the chairman dated 31st May 1995 would be exhibit 36. The response from the office of the chairman dated 29th June 1995 would be exhibit 37. And the letter from the chairman dated 17th July 1995 would be exhibit 38. And the letter from Alhaji Ibrahim Sey to the Ministry of Defense would be 39. And the letter dated 16 September 1997 would be exhibit 40. And the letter dated 12 August 1997, perhaps, Mr. Chairman, we're missing one. We would give you the correct numbering of the exhibits when we have the chance to look at them again. We're missing one, so we would give you the correct number later. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Council. Yeah, I realize these documents came just very late.
Yes, they actually
so
arrived
do take your time and
less than an hour ago.
Adjustment.
That's right.
The numbering.
Indeed. But we would give you the correct numbering later.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Mr.
Thank
Chair.
you.
Yes. Could you give the first document dated 29 March 1995 to the witness? In the meantime, the commissioners would look at the other documents. So, Mr. Say, the document dated 29 March 1995, that would be exhibits 35. That is a letter from your father, Alhaji Ibrahim Say, to the chairman of the AFPRC, who was Yahya Jammeh at the time, correct?
Correct.
And in that letter, well, it is sort of a petition to the chairman. And in the first paragraph, your father said as follows, quote, "When I heard Captain Sabali spoke over the radio in the early hours of the morning of 11th November 1994 concerning a coup attempt, I strongly believe that my son was not involved." Next paragraph. "Fortunately, my son did come to greet me in the morning of 11 November 1994 to allay my fear. I was happy to see him after Captain Sabali has already declared that the coup attempt has been crushed and that some soldiers had their lives sick. That should have been, and some soldiers lost their lives."
Oh, yeah.
It continued, "I blessed my son and he left to go to work. This was the last time I set my eyes on him. When he failed to return from work, I went to the Yundum military camp to make inquiries. I was told that he was detained. When I returned home, I told my family to keep quiet until we hear from him. We were in the state of suspense when we read the following in the Point newspaper published on the 17th November 1994. Quote, "One of the plotters, Lieutenant Say, was killed on the spot at Yundum where the fight was brief." This was confusing to us. Countless number of people at home and in the neighborhood who had seen Lieutenant Say on Friday, 11 November 1994. It was impossible for him to die in a shootout that took place on Thursday night and was seen on Friday morning. I decided to contact the newspaper, but we were threatened as follows. The Say family, as foolish and, well, perhaps sick, the Say family are foolish and are implicating themselves. They don't know. If they know what Lieutenant Say was up to, they would not have said this. Captain Jame, Lieutenant Say is my son. He has left a wife and children. We don't know whether we are to proceed to declare him dead so that the curator could send letters of administration to share his properties. We have not been visited by anybody to give official confirmation of his death. Last paragraph. Please mediate on these facts and help the family to get official confirmation of the affairs of my son. Yours faithfully, Alhaji Ibrahim Say. That captures what is contained in that letter.
Exactly, correct.
So up to this stage, when your father wrote this letter, your family believed that Lieutenant Say did not die in a shootout on Thursday night, 10th to 11th November 1994, correct?
Correct.
Of course, the other letters dealt with the correspondence between your family and the government about the fate of Lieutenant Say, and also a petition to recover his entitlements from the government. And this document dated 17 July 1995, that would be Exhibit 38, but we would confirm the number later. The government wrote to your father, and this is what it says. It's short, and I would read it into the record. Subject, petition on Lieutenant Say. Please refer to your petition letter addressed to H.E., the Chairman of the Armed Forces Provisional Ruling Council and Head of State, dated 29 March 1995, and the confidential memo reference MD/C/P/351/ in bracket open 8-0GS brackets close, dated 7 July 1995 from the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Defense. Next paragraph. I am directed to confirm that Lieutenant Say is dead. Full stop. D.O. Jata for Secretary General. You
Correct.
confirm that's the letter?
Yes, correct.
That's all it says.
Yeah.
I confirm, or I am directed to confirm that Lieutenant Say is dead.
Exactly.
That's all it says.
Yes, yes, exactly.
Thank you very much. And the last letter I would want you to look at is the letter dated 16 September 1997. Also addressed to your father, Alhaji Ibrahim Say.
Yes.
With the caption, Re, on late Lieutenant Say's entitlement. This one too is a one paragraph response, and it states as follows, quote, I write to inform you with regret that your appeal for the payment of what you regard as entitlements to late Lieutenant G. Say from the services of the Gambia National Army is not approved. Permanent Secretary. That's all it says, doesn't it?
Exactly.
So up to this moment, apart from one line confirming that Jibril Say is dead, and one paragraph showing that your demand for entitlements of Jibril Say be paid is not approved, you haven't received anything from the government.
No, nothing, absolutely.
How does that make the family feel?
Very bad. Very bad, because I mean, what happened and what they have been saying, and now things are coming to light. You know, people are coming out saying what happened. So, I mean, we also are referring these things to what happened by then, and the information they were passing to the family. It was lies, just lies they were telling the family, because what happened, they never tell the fact to the family.
Thank you very much, Mr. Witness. No further questions.
Thank you very much, Mr. Say, for that very impromptu call to you to come and testify before us. Thank you, Counsel. If there are no questions, we would take a 30-minute break and they come back. But, oh, sorry. My apologies, Imam C, you have the floor.
Umar, dama lay laaj ndax yëgoon ngeen feebaru Aliou.
I want to ask you if you were aware of Aliu's sickness.
Wow.
Yes.
Ndax def ngeen ci dara?
Did you do anything?
Wow.
Yes.
Ndax wér na ndax mu ngay faju ba léegi?
Is he well or is he still undergoing treatment?
Well, affaire Aliou num demee.
Aliu's issue, the way it is going.
Aliou nit ñi dañ ko doon dimbale waaye Aliou ci mujjee si.
People were helping Aliu, but in the end.
num demee daal neexul rafetul daal anyway nu mujjee rafetul. because ci Aliou ci ron famille bi la nekkoon famille bi ko toppatoo ba mu em nu mu em nii.
It ended.
Aliou lu nekk lañ ko doon defal schoolinam bi yëpp famille bi moo ko toppatoo lu nekk famille bi moo ko toppatoo ba bu konkalee ba mu commencé liggéey sax man maa ko dugal si liggéey Aliou man maa ko dugal si liggéey. waaye Aliou dafa am yu commencé woon di def lu nga xam ne ñu ngi ko doon waxal ba pare dañ ko bëggoon a dimbale sax de kuñ ko tuddee moom si boppam kuñ ko tuddee kooku suma rakk la Aliou moom lañ ko tuddee kooku demoon na ba pare ko dimbale ñu try nañ lu nekk. afa moom moment bu nga xam ne dañ ko bëggoon a yóbbu pour check Aliou pour seet médical yi da you know du affaire yi sëriñ yi ak yooyu leen de waaye yóbbu ko lopitaan seet lana jot Aliou actually ci biir loolu la Aliou daw dem ñëwaatut fekk Aliou bu malaani toomam moo ko paroon a yóbbu pour dimbale ko pour seet Aliou lana ko jot because manière am yu mu doon def ci mujjee si daal manière yi du manière yi correct daal ci biir kër gi foofu man maa ngi woon ci kër gi man dëkkuma ñoom ci kër gi waaye dama dee dem di ñëw su ma ñëwee dama dee dégg xibaar yu bari Aliou manière am yi foofu so man sax ci mujj si ma ne leen ma ne yóbbu leen Aliou si psychiatriste you know ñu seet Aliou daal am na lu ko dal waaw ñu Aliou dafa tuux lii dafa tuux la wala bente yóbbu leen ko xëj na tam du loolu xëj na laal na alali jàmbur because léegi da ngaa gis lu nekk ñu ngi ko wax affaire yi ay jàmba yi le ak waaye fekk xëj na mun naa am because Aliou ci mu si dafa dëgër boppa dafa dem génn ci biti balaa moo ñëw fekk nit ñi tëdda dafa ñëw di ñaay kër gi di wàcca di dugga ci biir kër gi Aliou amul luñ ko waxaloot famille bi te ñu ko doon dimbale sax ñu ko doon dimbale moom magam yëpp a nekkoon ci kër gi afterwards magam bu góor googu wel jékki-jékki rek moom sax bu mu dem tàggoowut kenn dafa jékki-jékki rek baak wee yi le rek ama ban moromam te moom sax mu ngi doon liggéey moom magam boobu leen ci suma ron la nekkoon man maa ko doon ñoom yëpp maa ngi leen doon dimbale man after bu mag bi demee moom Aliou laa jël def ko ci place am waaye affaire bi mu demee dafa ñanga de ba pare confusion moo fa nekk because Aliou lu ko dal kenn xamut ay sëriñ yi Aliou bente wérut lu ñu wax ci Aliou yóbbu nañ ko fii yóbbu nañ ko fale waaye bente Aliou wérut soo ko gisee sax xam ne wérut soo ko waxal lu la wax ak yow lu nga wax sax soo bente dañ ko war a dimbale waaye ñun bala nga mun a dimbale nit ki tam nga gis ko nga am nga
I think maybe we should cut it at this. We are going too much into some family issues.
Yeah.
And perhaps we don't want to get involved in.
No, that's precisely the point. I was just trying to see when I can interrupt. Thank you very much for that information. And I do hope that the help that the family needs would be coming later on.
Okay.
Thank you very much indeed, Emma, for that. We take a 30-minute break and come back at 12:35. Meeting is adjourned.
Thank you. Yeah.
diwli lanni maaro lanni
fop lanni
awa joni mi anda honno gerdeten e ngal ɗo sabu e ngal ɗo Ibrahima jonnal taw joni mi anda se yahay kapitiki ñawloɗen ha humpodire makko est ce que on noon e warude
waɗen noon awa ane gore Ibrahima ma ko on to woni
mimo Amérique
ko Amérique a woni kadi humpitaki fiɓe musidɓe men baluwo
baluwo
ɓe andanɗa kala ko wawɗa wonde e aduna o si a rewi e juuɗe maɓɓe a jonnay ɗo dépassement o Gambia hara no weeɓi a yahata kadi taw ko mbuɗi ɗi no ƴawi walla no jippi ɓe haalantama ko kala ko falɗa ko sengo ñamete ili nebba maaro basalle pomme de terre kala ko rewi ɗon a hendoto hara no weeɓi kadi wona ɗum ɗon tu ɓe jonnira e mobile phone siko ɗum kadi laptop kala ko wayrode ɗi hay kasbawa ɓe wawma jonnude kadi sa fala humpitade ko weeɓi ƴettu Google account ma joni data ton waɗa download app maɓɓe on ayiyay kala ko humpima e maɓɓe ton ɓe weeɓi yama
ka wonɗa wo e aduna on
kala ko wawɗa
a jonnanayi wonɗo ka leydi men Gambia ɗo dépense
hara no weeɓi hama si ɗum non fof no neeɓi immoɗen joni mi ɗowtama ka place maɓɓe jan
waɗen joni
iya heɓa ko falata
waɗen kisam
vehicles, you are giving it to parliamentarians. Where is the source? The parliamentarians themselves should challenge that.
Yes, TRRC and GBC no opposition. All other parties that doesn't concern you, either UDP or NRP or PPP, they are all in the government.
I fancy can or 70 can now. Show me very one after
Man, dama against edikani mu nekk $450. Man musuma si anata du musuma sa anda.
Yow xaalis boobu nu mu fa ñëwee loolu nga war a njëkk a laajte because social security institution